Hello Lakers fan. If you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to pay attention to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on possible signings, rumors, interviews, and much more of our Lakers, and what I can say is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and you don't want to miss any information. So if you are a true Lakers and you don't want to miss the latest news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive everything firsthand. Let's get to today's news.
Austin Reaves' NBA 2K26 rating revealed, and it's turning heads. Every year around this time, NBA players and fans alike eagerly await the release of player ratings in the newest edition of NBA 2K. These ratings spark endless debates. Some players are deemed too high, others too low. And this year, one rating that's sure to get people talking is that of Los Angeles Lakers guard Austin Reaves. Reaves has had an incredible journey. From going undrafted to emerging as a near all-star talent in just 4 seasons, his rise has been nothing short of impressive. Last season was easily his best yet. He posted career highs in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. He also reached the free throw line more than ever before, converting nearly 88% of his attempts. The NBA 2K developers clearly took notice. They revealed on social media that Reaves will enter NBA 2K26 with an overall rating of 85. Good enough to place him among the top 50 players in the game. That puts Reaves on par with some big names like Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan of the Sacramento Kings, and De'Aaron Fox, now with the San Antonio Spurs. Some might argue that Reaves hasn't quite reached the all-star pedigree of those players, but one thing is undeniable: he's steadily improved every year and continues to expand his game in Los Angeles. Even after the Lakers pulled off a blockbuster trade for Luka Doncic, Reaves remained a crucial part of the team's offensive engine. He helped take pressure off both Luka and LeBron James, handling ball-handling duties and facilitating offense when needed. He also stepped up on the defensive end, taking on tougher assignments, even when outsized, and giving consistent effort night in and night out. The beauty of NBA 2K is that ratings aren't set in stone. They can evolve as the season unfolds. So for anyone questioning whether Reaves deserves his 85 rating, he'll have every opportunity to prove it. With another strong season, don't be surprised if his rating climbs even higher. Austin Reaves set for a huge payday in free agency. One thing's for sure, Reaves has outplayed his current contract. He's due for a significant raise in the upcoming offseason, where he'll become an unrestricted free agent. League insiders expect him to command at least $30 million per year on the open market. While many believe Reaves will remain in LA, and he said he wants to stay, it won't come cheap. The Lakers will have to open their checkbook to keep one of their most versatile and valuable young players. Beyond the immediate excitement around Reaves' NBA 2K26 rating and upcoming contract, his rise signals something bigger for the Lakers organization and the league as a whole. Austin Reaves embodies the modern NBA archetype, a hard-working, versatile player who may not have entered the league with huge expectations, but proves that dedication and continuous improvement can carve out a starring role on any team. For the Lakers, Reaves represents a critical piece of their future. With LeBron James aging and the team restructuring around Luka Doncic, having a reliable multi-dimensional guard like Reaves is a massive advantage. His ability to handle the ball, create shots for teammates, and contribute defensively makes him a perfect complement to their superstars, giving the Lakers more balance and flexibility on both ends of the court. On a larger scale, Reaves' contract and rating will likely influence how teams value undrafted or overlooked players who develop into key contributors. His journey could inspire more front offices to take chances on players who don't come in with a typical high draft pedigree, but who have the potential to grow into impact players through sheer work ethic and basketball IQ. The buzz around Reaves has also sparked conversations among fans and analysts about how player ratings in NBA 2K reflect real-life value. Some critics argue that the game sometimes leans too heavily on star power and reputation, while others praise its attempts to recognize emerging talent like Reaves. This year's rating release might help push the conversation forward, highlighting the importance of rewarding players who steadily improve rather than only those with flashy highlights or established fame. For Reaves himself, this moment is a validation of his journey. The recognition in NBA 2K26 and the impending contract not only reward his past efforts but set the stage for him to elevate his game even further. As he steps into a larger leadership role with the Lakers, all eyes will be on how he performs under increased pressure and expectations. Ultimately, Austin Reaves is more than just a player with a solid rating in a video game or a contract number on paper. He's a symbol of perseverance and potential, a reminder that success in the NBA often comes down to grit, growth, and seizing the opportunity when it arrives. With the 2025-26 season approaching, expect Reaves to be a key storyline, both on the hardwood and in the discussions that shape the future of the league. Whether in real life or the virtual world of NBA 2K, Austin Reaves is proving he's a player worth watching. Lakers and Slovenia coach sets clear goals for Luka Doncic in the 2025-26 NBA season. A coach who has worked closely with Luka Doncic both with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Slovenian national team has outlined some important goals for the star guard heading into the upcoming NBA season. This off-season, Luka took bold steps to address his biggest critics. After months of scrutiny over his physical conditioning, the Slovenian superstar committed himself to hard work and transformation. Fans and analysts alike were surprised and impressed when Luka revealed a noticeably improved physique, a clear testament to the dedication he put in to reach the best shape of his career. Having just signed a massive $165 million extension with the Lakers, Luka was determined to show up as the best possible version of himself. And that's exactly the mindset he's bringing into the season. Greg St. Jean, Luka's longtime coach who has been by his side both in Los Angeles and with Slovenia's national team, recently spoke about Doncic's progress and plans in an interview with Basket News. According to St. Jean, conditioning remains a top priority for Luka with the Lakers. "I think he did a fantastic job working hard all summer long," St. Jean said. "That's what we're looking to see moving forward. The goal is for him to keep pushing himself and performing at a high level. Luka plays heavy minutes and carries a big workload, so maintaining his conditioning is crucial as he continues to improve. We're very proud of the effort he's put in so far." St. Jean has been part of Doncic's coaching staff since 2021 during Luka's time with the Dallas Mavericks. Just months before Doncic joined the Lakers, St. Jean accepted a role on J.J. Redick's coaching team, continuing their collaboration in L.A. But the physical transformation is still a work in progress, St. Jean emphasized. Luka's recent experience competing with Slovenia at the Eurobasket was just one step in his longer-term plan to reach peak form. "It's definitely ongoing," St. Jean added. "The summer isn't over yet, and Luka will keep getting better. We'll keep watching how he recovers and builds momentum." Last week's game, this interview was on a Friday, was his first real 5-on-5 competition in a long time. So, it's a process. We'll see him play more as the tournament progresses and then prepare for the Lakers season. Unfortunately, Luka suffered an injury shortly after this interview. But despite the setback, the star made a clear decision. Doncic intends to stay with the Slovenian team and play through the injury. Fans and Lakers supporters alike are hoping this situation won't affect his performance or availability for the 2025-26 NBA season. Luka's injury, while unfortunate, has sparked a wave of concern and speculation across the basketball world. Many are watching closely to see how quickly he can recover and whether this setback will alter the Lakers' plans for the upcoming season. Given Luka's importance to the team's success, any hesitation around his health could ripple through the organization and fanbase alike. The Lakers have built their future around Doncic's unique combination of skill, vision, and leadership. His ability to control the game and elevate his teammates is unmatched. That's why both the coaching staff and front office are likely to approach his recovery with utmost caution, ensuring he returns fully ready to take on the heavy load expected of him. On the other hand, Luka's commitment to playing for Slovenia despite the injury highlights his fierce competitive spirit and dedication to his roots. It also raises questions about how international play might impact his NBA season. Balancing the demands of high-level competition in both arenas is no small feat, and it will be crucial for the Lakers' medical and coaching teams to monitor his workload closely. This situation has already stirred debate among fans and analysts about the risks and rewards of star players participating in international tournaments during the off-season. Some argue that the experience and pride of representing one's country outweigh the risks, while others worry about potential injuries and fatigue affecting NBA performance. Regardless of the concerns, one thing remains clear: Luka Doncic's presence on the court is vital, not just for the Lakers, but for the entire NBA. His unique skill set and competitive fire make him one of the most exciting players to watch, and his physical transformation shows his commitment to becoming even better. As the 2025-26 season approaches, all eyes will be on Luka, not just to see how he recovers, but to witness the next chapter of his remarkable journey. The stakes are high, the expectations even higher, but with his work ethic and support system, Luka seems ready to face whatever challenges come his way. The Lakers and their fans will be hoping that this offseason, with all its ups and downs, ultimately serves as a stepping stone toward another season of excellence, and maybe even a championship run led by their Slovenian superstar. An update: NBA Insider breaks down the strengths and weaknesses of the 2025-26 Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers have built one of the most intriguing rosters heading into the 2025-26 NBA season. Bold moves, big names, and high expectations. But as promising as the lineup looks on paper, one NBA expert is urging caution. Not everything is as polished as it seems. After a disappointing start to the offseason, most notably missing out on Dorian Finney-Smith due to Rob Pelinka's hardline negotiation tactics, the Lakers front office bounced back in a big way. They landed DeAndre Ayton, brought in Jake LaRavia, and pulled off the blockbuster move that sent shockwaves through the league, acquiring Luka Doncic. But Luka didn't come alone. His presence reportedly helped convince veteran guard Marcus Smart to join the squad, adding leadership and grit to an already star-studded locker room. So with a roster full of playmakers, shooters, and versatile talent, where's the weak spot? Jovan Buha, Lakers defense still lags behind the elite. Lakers insider Jovan Buha, speaking on NBA radio, SiriusXM, gave a clear-eyed assessment of the team's makeup, and while the offensive firepower is undeniable, he believes the defense is still a major concern. On paper, this should be a top 10, maybe even top 5 offense, Buha said. You've got Luka, Austin Reaves, LeBron, Ayton, Rui Hachimura, even Marcus Smart and Gabe Vincent. You've got 6 or 7 guys who can give you 15-plus points on any night. But on the other end of the floor? Defensively, that's where I still think they're lacking, Buha added. Sure, you've got Smart, Gabe, and Jared Vanderbilt as your top perimeter defenders. That's solid. But when you compare that to what teams like OKC, Minnesota, or Houston are bringing defensively, I don't think the Lakers are in that same tier. And in a Western Conference stacked with elite offensive weapons, solid isn't going to cut it. Pelinka under pressure to add a defensive anchor. To his credit, Rob Pelinka did make key additions on the defensive end. Marcus Smart is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and LaRavia has shown promise as a 3-and-D wing. But for a team with championship aspirations, it may not be enough. Names like Dalton Knecht and Gabe Vincent have already surfaced in trade rumors, especially after Knecht struggled mightily in Summer League. If the Lakers are serious about contending with the best of the West, Pelinka may need to move quickly and aggressively to find another elite perimeter or rim protector. They've built a strong, exciting roster, said one anonymous executive, but they're one piece away from being a real threat. And in today's NBA, where margins are razor thin, that missing piece could be the difference between a deep playoff run and another early exit. The bottom line: high ceiling, but work to do. There's no denying the Lakers are dangerous. With Luka Doncic now commanding the offense, LeBron still playing at an elite level, and a deep supporting cast, this team is built to score and to entertain. But to survive the gauntlet that is the Western Conference, they'll need more than talent. They'll need defense, toughness, and the ability to consistently get stops when it matters most. Whether that next step comes from within, or from another bold trade, remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the Lakers have taken a giant leap forward. Now it's time to finish the job. Former NBA star explains why Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, and European superstars are great for the league. The NBA may be based in the United States, but its heart beats globally. With a growing number of international stars taking center stage, the league is more diverse and competitive than ever before. And according to former NBA champion Tyson Chandler, that's exactly what the game needs. Speaking at the 22nd Basketball Without Borders Europe camp in Manchester, Chandler shared why players like Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, and other European superstars aren't just good for the NBA, they're essential to its growth. They're incredible for the sport, Chandler said. Watching them is a joy. Every game feels like a different masterpiece. And I love what they're doing for the league's overall competitiveness. In a league once dominated almost entirely by American-born players, the rise of international talent is reshaping what greatness looks like. Chandler pointed out how today's top 10 player lists now feature names from all over the world, something he sees not as a threat, but as a powerful evolution. Back in the day, if you looked at the top 10 or top 15 players in the league, most were Americans. Now that same list includes a strong international presence, and that's a beautiful thing, he said. It's pushing the game forward. Jokic plays like no one we've ever seen. Luka too. They're redefining how the game is played. This global wave of talent, led by players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and others, has also transformed the MVP conversation. In fact, no American-born player has won the NBA MVP since James Harden in 2018, a testament to how international players are now leading the league in impact and influence. But not everyone sees this positively. There are ongoing concerns that the surge in international stars might limit opportunities for American players. Chandler, however, strongly disagrees. He believes this competition is exactly what the NBA and its young prospects need. These guys are giving American players something to chase, he explained. They're challenging the norm. And the game keeps evolving. There's always going to be a new artist, a new innovator, from somewhere unexpected. A global game, a global future. For Chandler, the global nature of basketball isn't a passing trend, it's the future. That's why I believe the game needs to be global, he said. Because you never know where the next visionary is coming from, the player who will inspire the next generation, or completely change how the game is played. Just when you think you've seen it all, someone new comes along and shows us there's even more. His message is clear: embracing international talent isn't about changing the game, it's about unlocking its full potential. The rise of stars like Jokic and Doncic isn't a threat to American basketball, it's a call to raise the bar across the board. And the timing couldn't be more relevant. As NBA players represent their countries in preparation for the 2025 Eurobasket, the spotlight is shining even brighter on the international scene. While Luka Doncic is currently dealing with an injury while playing for Slovenia, other international stars are thriving with their national teams, and capturing the imagination of fans worldwide. For those eager to follow these players on the international stage, stay tuned. The journey of basketball's global expansion is just beginning, and the next generation of talent is already making noise. For full coverage of Eurobasket and the international stars shaping the NBA's future, keep an eye on NBA Analysis. The rise of international stars is reshaping the NBA's identity. As the 2025-26 season approaches, the growing influence of international superstars is no longer just a storyline, it's a defining characteristic of the modern NBA. What Tyson Chandler emphasized in his comments resonates far beyond just Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic. Players like Victor Wembanyama from France, Franz Wagner from Germany, and Alperen Sengun from Turkey are quickly rising as future faces of the league. The talent pool is deeper than ever, and it's not coming from one country, it's coming from every corner of the globe. This shift is already transforming how NBA teams scout, draft, and build their rosters. Front offices are investing more in international scouting departments, building relationships with overseas clubs, and sending executives across the world to identify the next Jokic or next Giannis before anyone else does. But beyond basketball strategy, this global movement is strengthening the NBA's cultural and commercial impact. TV ratings, merchandise sales, and fan engagement outside the United States have skyrocketed in recent years, thanks largely to the popularity of these international stars. For example, Doncic's jersey has become one of the top sellers in Europe, while Jokic's MVP seasons have made the Denver Nuggets a global brand almost overnight. Meanwhile, Giannis continues to be a source of pride across Africa and Europe, and Wembanyama's arrival has sparked an explosion of interest in the NBA throughout France and Francophone countries. A new standard for greatness. What makes these players so compelling isn't just their nationality, it's how they play. Each of them brings a fresh, unconventional style to the court. Jokic redefines the center position with his playmaking and basketball IQ. Luka slows the game down and manipulates defenders with surgical precision. Giannis plays with raw power and relentless energy, while Wembanyama adds a futuristic element, blending guard skills with a 7'4" frame. These unique styles are forcing American players to adapt and evolve. Young athletes in the US are now studying footwork from European guards, passing from Serbian bigs, and defensive timing from African forwards. The global game isn't just influencing the NBA, it's changing how basketball is taught at every level. Chandler's optimism about the future of the league is shared by many. We're witnessing a renaissance, one league executive recently told NBA Analysis. The game is being reimagined in real time. It's not about where you're from anymore, it's about how you play, how you think, and how you lead. Challenges and conversations ahead. Still, The rise of international talent hasn't come without some resistance. Some American basketball traditionalists express concern that domestic talent could be overshadowed, or that the style of play is shifting too far from the classic American mold. But to that, many insiders, like Chandler, respond with a challenge: adapt or be left behind. The league's best moments have always come when innovation met competition. Magic and Bird. Jordan and the Dream Team. Kobe and Shaq. Steph and the three-point revolution. Today, that next leap forward is coming not just from one city or country, but from a global community of players who are raising the bar for everyone. The world is watching. As international competitions like Eurobasket 2025, the FIBA World Cup, and the Olympics continue to grow in prestige, more and more fans are discovering the NBA through their national heroes. This creates a new generation of supporters, ones who see the league not as America's game, but the world's game. And with players like Luka Doncic battling through injury to represent Slovenia, and others proudly wearing their national colors before the NBA season begins, the message is clear: basketball's heart may beat in the NBA, but its soul is global. Luka Doncic set to play for Slovenia versus Great Britain after injury scare. Basketball fans around the world held their breath when Luka Doncic took a hard knee to the leg from a teammate during Slovenia's recent Eurobasket tune-up game. The fall looked bad, and for a moment, it felt like the entire basketball world paused, especially fans of the Los Angeles Lakers, who just watched Doncic commit to a 3-year contract extension to stay in purple and gold. Doncic exited the game early and was later diagnosed with a knee contusion. Though the injury seemed minor, it was enough to spark concern, particularly with the Eurobasket just around the corner and the Lakers season looming. The Slovenian national team scheduled a key practice session for Monday to evaluate Doncic's condition and determine his availability for their next game against Great Britain. Now, in a huge sigh of relief for Lakers fans, Slovenian fans, and really anyone who loves the game of basketball, Doncic has been cleared to play. Slovenia officially announced that Doncic will suit up Tuesday night against Great Britain in Ljubljana. It's a warm-up game, just 9 days before the Eurobasket begins, but it's also a clear sign that Doncic's injury isn't serious. All eyes on Luka as he returns to action. Tuesday's game will tip off at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at the Stazis Arena in Slovenia's capital. While Team Great Britain doesn't have any NBA talent on its roster, the matchup still serves as a key test for Slovenia, and a moment for fans to breathe easy seeing Doncic back on the court. Whether or not Slovenia dominates the scoreboard, the bigger victory is that Doncic is healthy and back in uniform. For a player of his caliber, every minute he's on the floor is a chance to inspire, and a reminder of just how much he means to the game globally. He's just a normal guy, Luka on meeting Michael Jordan. Beyond the court, Luka Doncic has been living a superstar summer. A 5-time All-Star and All-NBA first-team selection in just 7 seasons, Doncic has drawn comparisons to legends like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan for his incredible scoring ability and game-changing presence. So when asked recently about meeting Michael Jordan, Doncic had a surprisingly humble response. Speaking on the Yes Network while attending a New York Yankees game as part of a Jordan brand promotional tour, Doncic shared that yes, he's met the man widely considered the GOAT, and said simply, "He's just a normal guy." For fans, the comment was both refreshing and telling. Despite the pressure, the hype, the comparisons, Doncic continues to carry himself with a kind of down-to-earth confidence that makes him not just a great player, but an easy star to root for. A summer of big moves and bigger expectations. Doncic's recent contract extension with the Lakers sent a clear message: he's all in. And now, his return to action for Slovenia shows he's not letting an injury derail that momentum. For Lakers fans, this summer has been filled with excitement and anticipation. With Doncic now part of the team's long-term future, and healthy heading into the season, hopes are sky high. But for now, all eyes are on Tuesday. Because any day Luka Doncic steps on the court, whether in LA or Ljubljana, is a good day for basketball. Why this matters? Beyond one game. Doncic's return for Slovenia may seem like a small moment, a friendly match against a non-NBA squad in the middle of August, but the implications go far beyond a Tuesday night tip-off in Ljubljana. For the Los Angeles Lakers, his participation is a calculated risk. After signing Doncic to a new 3-year extension rumored to be worth over $180 million, the franchise made it clear, he is the centerpiece of their future. Seeing him take the floor in international play, especially so soon after an injury scare, is a reminder that when you sign a global superstar, you're not just sharing his talents. You're also sharing the calendar. And yet, the Lakers front office has reportedly taken a supportive stance. Sources close to the team say the organization gave Doncic its full blessing to represent Slovenia this summer, recognizing that his national pride is part of what makes him special. General Manager Rob Pelinka even commented recently that supporting our players on and off the court means understanding who they are, not just what they do. The pressure on Slovenia and Doncic. For Slovenia, Doncic's presence is about more than basketball, it's about identity. He's not just the face of the team, he's the face of the country's sporting ambition. After their fourth-place finish at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, expectations for Slovenia in Eurobasket 2025 are sky-high. Anything less than a medal will be seen as a missed opportunity. Slovenia's head coach, Alexander Shaquille, didn't hide his excitement following the news of Doncic's availability. He's the heart of this team, Shaquille said. Just having him back on the court brings everyone's level up, on both sides of the ball. Even so, the coaching staff is expected to manage Doncic's minutes carefully over the next few games to ensure he's at full strength when the tournament officially tips off next week. Fans react, relief, excitement, and some caution. Reactions online have been swift and passionate. Lakers fans flooded social media with messages of relief after the announcement, while Slovenian supporters expressed pride in Doncic's resilience and commitment. However, not everyone is entirely comfortable. ESPN's Brian Windhorst weighed in, warning that the risk of re-injury is real, and that the Lakers will likely be watching every minute he plays in Eurobasket. This is the challenge of having an international star, Windhorst said. You love what he brings, but you hold your breath every time he drives into the lane in a summer tournament. The bigger picture, a superstar balancing two worlds. Doncic's summer so far has highlighted the unique life of a modern NBA superstar. One day he's closing a historic contract with the Lakers, the next he's wearing his national colors, sitting courtside at Yankee Stadium, meeting legends like Michael Jordan, and being asked about the pressures of fame. Yet, through it all, he remains grounded. His comment about MJ, just a normal guy, reveals how Doncic views the world. Fame doesn't define him. Competing does. And whether it's in Slovenia or Los Angeles, that drive is what sets him apart. Looking ahead. With Doncic now officially cleared to play, all eyes will turn to Eurobasket 2025, where Slovenia will try to make a deep run behind their superstar. For the Lakers, it's the beginning of a high-stakes season defined by hope, expectations, and the health of one man. One thing's for certain, when Luka Doncic is on the court, nothing feels out of reach.